Navigating customs documentation, military goods and weaponry importation. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be diving deep into the topic of customs documentation for military goods and weaponry. This complex area of customs brokerage requires meticulous attention to detail and strict adherence to regulations. By understanding the process and requirements, importers can ensure smooth and efficient customs clearance for these sensitive shipments. So, let's get started. Military goods and weaponry encompass a wide range of products, including firearms, ammunition, military vehicles, and equipment. These items play a crucial role in national defense and security, which is why their importation is subject to stringent regulations. Importers of military goods and weaponry must be well versed in export controls imposed by both the exporting and importing countries. These controls aim to prevent unauthorized access and ensure that the items are used in accordance with international treaties and agreements. Prior to importing military goods and weaponry, importers must obtain the necessary licenses and permits from the appropriate government agencies. These documents demonstrate compliance with regulations and authorize the importation of specific items. Accurate customs documentation is critical for any import, but it becomes even more crucial when dealing with military goods and weaponry. Importers must provide detailed descriptions, quantities, and values of the items, along with any required certifications or licenses. Importers of military goods and weaponry are required to secure a customs bond. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures the payment of duties and compliance with customs regulations. It provides assurance to the government that the importer will fulfill their obligations. In addition to the customs bond, importers of military goods and weaponry are required to submit an Importer Security Filing, ISF. The ISF provides advance information about the shipment, helping customs officials assess potential security risks. Importers must navigate the International Traffic in Arms Regulations, ITAR, which govern the export and import of defense articles and services. ITAR regulations are enforced by the U.S. Department of State and require controlled items to be registered and licensed. Certain military goods and weaponry may require certification and testing to ensure compliance with safety standards and specifications. Importers must be aware of these requirements and provide the necessary documentation to prove compliance. Transporting military goods and weaponry involves additional security measures to prevent loss, theft, or diversion. Importers may need to employ specialized carriers, implement tracking systems, and secure the shipment with appropriate seals and locks. Importers of military goods and weaponry must maintain meticulous records of import transactions and related documents for a specified period. These records are subject to compliance audits by customs authorities, ensuring that all regulations have been followed. Given the complexity of customs documentation for military goods and weaponry, importers often rely on the expertise of customs brokers. These professionals specialize in navigating the regulatory landscape, ensuring compliance, and facilitating smooth customs clearance. Importers also benefit from partnering with freight forwarders who have experience in handling military goods and weaponry shipments. They can coordinate the logistics and ensure that all necessary documentation is in place for the seamless movement of goods. Importers must establish effective communication channels with government agencies involved in the importation of military goods and weaponry. This ensures timely processing of licenses, permits, and other necessary documentation. Regulations related to the importation of military goods and weaponry can change over time. Importers need to stay informed about any updates to ensure ongoing compliance with the latest requirements. Importers should invest in training and education for their staff involved in handling customs documentation for military goods and weaponry. This helps ensure that all processes are conducted correctly and that regulatory compliance is maintained consistently. Understanding the customs documentation requirements for military goods and weaponry is crucial for importers to navigate the complex landscape of international trade. By adhering to export controls, obtaining the necessary licenses, maintaining accurate records, and working with customs brokers and freight forwarders, importers can ensure compliance and smooth customs clearance for these sensitive shipments. Thank you for watching this video, and be sure to check out our upcoming videos for more valuable insights on customs brokerage and international trade.